Hey everybody! Oh, shit. What the fuck? There we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin broadcasting, as always, live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a relatively uneventful Friday evening. Let me back this camera up a little bit on the Zoom here. Okay. It's a little bit better. How's everybody doing out there? I am doing okay. I'm gonna starting this stream off, as you can see, walking on my treadmill. I have to make regular use of this thing. It's for the better of my health. This is a part of my my new fitness regimen, my fitness journey, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Let me speed this up a little bit. I'm going to start this stream off just kind of walking on the treadmill and chatting about a few things. I don't know how long. Let me put a timer on this. It's my first time walking on this as well. It's my first time actually doing any level of exercise in some time. So this is me dipping my toe back into the realm of physical activity. So we'll see how that goes. Hey Bianca, welcome back to the stream. It's been a while. How you been? How are things in your neck of the woods? You know what? I saw an ad for an app that was all about tracking your steps and like transposing it over the distance it would take to like walk across various countries or cities in around the world. Maybe I should do that. See if I could walk the distance of Transylvania in on stream. Rough couple of days. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope yours are fine. I've had a rough couple of days myself. Some health issues that's necessitating the need for me to work out more, hence me being on the treadmill. Put a 15-minute timer on it. I'll do 15 minutes now, and then I'll do 15 minutes a little bit later, maybe a 15-minute break in the middle of gaming, and I don't know, maybe 15 at the end. Not sure how that's gonna split out. That's kind of cool, to be honest. I like this little thing. Oh, the beacons have been lit green. Hey, Royale, welcome back to the stream. How was your Friday night treating you? No. Health issues, I understand. Yeah. I gotta get my blood pressure down, so already doing the dieting, exercising, taking some medication, but I worse than the blood pressure thing is just my general anxiety. It's just my general hypochondria, So like the worst case scenario is always what pops into mind whenever, a doctor tells me anything. So I've got to conquer the mental part of it first. Okay, but I'm tired. I'm a little tired myself. So I feel that. Tum-tum issues? Oh, blood pressure. Yeah, not quite stomach issues this time, but yeah, I just need to lose some weight, exercise a bit more. I can't figure out if I did too much this week or not enough, but I'm kind of wiped out. Well, did you do more this week than you normally do? You are a tea person. I'm a tea person. What does that mean? You a tea person? Depends on the tea. One thing, I've cut out caffeine, which is a big bummer. Because I usually go through maybe, not a lot, just 2 or 3 Coke Zeros a day. I've cut out my Coke Zero intake. I try to, but also I had a hard time sleeping. Do you usually have a hard time sleeping? I'm an insomniac, so I take melatonin and an allergy pill before I go to bed every night. My issue is I just stay up too late. I stay up too late for the time I have to wake up for work. So even if I did a lot, I didn't really get rested. Well, I hope that you have some time for rest this weekend. There's tea for blood pressure. Oh, really? What tea is there for blood pressure? I mean, I don't go out of my way to drink tea, but if there's a tea around to be had, I'll try it. I like Earl Grey. I like green tea. I like chamomile types of chai. And sleeping got teas to knock you out. I've never had success from a sleep time tea. I've tried. I've never had success from it. The 10 milligram melatonin is one of my best friends, though. This weekend, I'm trying to get a lot of art done because I'm going to my friend's 40th party next weekend. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. The big 40. Oof. I'm dealing with, I mean, I turned 40 like 2 years ago, or a year ago, I guess. But it's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, I'm not a kid anymore. I gotta watch what I eat now. I have to make a concentrated effort to exercise. I've got to like monitor more of my physical health. It's a new thing. I'm not used to having to do this shit. But I'm a 40-year-old man, so it's just a part of the deal. Oh, I'm on that 20 milligram? God damn. I don't know how you can have any trouble sleeping if you're on 20 milligrams of melatonin. But even for me, the 10 milligram gets the job done. Well, then again, I do double it up with like an allergy pill, so. Sleep time kind of sucks in quality. I've experimented on my mom. That sounds like an insult. If I do a sleep time tea, I do the traditional medicines or traditional medicinals. It gives you wild dreams, though. Does it give you any crazier dreams than like what you get from like NyQuil? Because the craziest dreams I have are all NyQuil dreams or ZQuil. Sometimes the melatonin Benadryl combination isn't enough, and I have to bring out the nuclear weapons, and that's my ZQuil. That's what I do, a melatonin and ZQuil combo. That always puts me on my ass. So I recommend that as like a last ditch effort. If you want to buster call your insomnia, then melatonin and ZQuil. Traditional medicinals, nighty night extra. Okay, I'll look into that. Tried to see which was better for her in sleep quality. Nothing bad or weird. I used to be on Ambien and that was great. I've heard various weird things about Ambien. Like, definitely gives people weird dreams. But also kind of makes people do and say weird shit when they're still in a pseudo-conscious state. And that's always kind of made me feel weird about Ambien. So if you have really bad insomnia, I would say Ambien. I might have to, I don't know. I might have to do that. Because, like, Ambien is also how they treat sleep apnea sometimes. Like, in combination to, like, a CPAP or something like that. And I probably need to do a sleep study at some point. Well, first and foremost, I need to regulate my schedule. Like, what is it? It's 10:30? I think like an hour from now is when I should realistically be going to bed. And I know that I won't be going to bed for like another 4 hours or some shit like that. So, as a part of becoming 40, I need to come to terms with the fact that I gotta start going to bed at like fucking at least 11 or midnight. Yeah, I was always sending an ambient sext or just some other insane text message. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't know if I could trust myself in a pseudo-conscious state. Green and hibiscus teas are good for blood pressure. Better get the good quality like Buddha teas. I like green tea. Does green tea ice cream count? Let me green tea ice cream. Oh man, that looks so good. I do like green tea ice cream. Yeah, when I went off Ambien, the best thing for me that I did was create a sleep schedule and stick to it. One time I was falling asleep on Ambien and I was dreaming I was shooting a basketball. And I woke up a little bit because I had my hands up to shoot the ball IRL. I think I may have done something like that at some point in time. Like actually do the movements from my dreams in real life. Cinnamon, chamomile, garlic. Yes, this tea exists, but pretty sure you want to eat, not drink. Oh, I drink tons of garlic. I eat tons of garlic. Like, garlic's not a concern for me. If anything, I probably consume too much garlic. And I sent some absurd text that I didn't really make sense to my mom, and she was like, "I don't understand what you're saying," and I just replied, "Baller." Yeah, it's probably better that you don't take Ambien then if you're like that off the leash. Holy Basil, I could just send them on Discord. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Shoot me a Discord with all that. I'm looking at this green tea ice cream right now, and I'm like, oh man, this looks delicious. Look at that. Oh, have you guys had green tea ice cream? Have you guys had this magic? I don't recall it being super sweet, honestly. I should look into it, because, you know, I'm also, I have to turn my ceiling fan on when I sit back down. Oh, I got an ad break in 36 seconds. Let me go ahead and snooze that for a bit. If you take it and go to bed, it's fine. If you take it and stay up, if you take it and like stay up and look at shit, you're in trouble. Okay, fair enough. I guess that's kind of true with NyQuil too. Yeah, I love that. You got an ad break. No, ice cream doesn't count. I have not. Try it. Find some and try it. It's good. I want to experiment. What I want to do is I want to get a good tame green tea ice cream from somewhere, and I want to create a yuzu glaze on top of it. Yuzu is like a Japanese citrus fruit. I want to create like a yuzu sort of glaze to put on top of it. I feel like that would be an awesome combination. Like the citrus on top of that green tea. A little bit sweet. Not too sweet, but just a little bit sweet. Oh man, I'm gonna try that. I need to do my cooking streams. I want to do... Playing Dave the Diver makes me want to make my own sushi, so... I may try to do a sushi making stream where I make my own sushi. I love the matcha ice cream. It's so good. I haven't tried that one. Yeah, I think it would be good with, what do you call? Red bean glaze. Manju syrup, maybe. I think it'd be good with that too. But what the fuck is going on back there? Are one of y'all in the litter box? I bought a sushi bamboo mat, Obama, but I haven't made sushi yet. Oh, I need to get one of those too. If I do it, then I'm gonna probably have to get a lot of stuff. Well, I have a sharp knife. I have to get sushi rice, the little actually, you know what? I think I'd probably wanna. I think I like nigiri and sashimi more than I like the rolls. I'd make a roll too. I'd experiment with the roll, but I like sashimi and nigiri a little bit more. Have to come up with some pretty good creative things to do with those. They have silicone ones, which is probably easier to wash. Definitely, but it doesn't look as cool as the bamboo. Oh man, when's this timer gonna go off? I feel like I've been walking in place for a while. All I made are spam musubi. I mean, that's more than what I've made. I haven't made any of this shit before. I don't know what kind of fish I would do. Like, a lot, every time I looked at, like, here we go. Every time I looked at, like, a recipe or instructions on how to do it on YouTube and shit, they always use salmon. But salmon is amongst my least favorite types of sushi. Oops. Damn it. Whew. All right. What the fuck is this? All right. Okay, there we go. I'm going to hit myself with the hydrate on this one. You can make tamago if you want to get the rolling down before you get fish. That's a good idea. Do some egg stuff. Or a veggie roll. AEW is in Austin soon, yeah? Yeah, they're going to be here on Wednesday. I'm going to go see them. Gonna use my hookup as usual to go see them. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't follow any of the storylines or anything like that. I talked about it on my stream a couple of weeks ago, I guess. Maybe the Saturday before last. Maybe last Saturday. Maybe it was last Saturday. I can't remember. Like, time is weird for me. I think it was last Saturday. But I had my buddies Marty and Doug here with me, and we talked a lot about like WWE and what's going on there. But we touched briefly on AEW, and I was talking about how like I don't ever follow it. Like, I go see him live, and it's always fun, but I never really follow the storylines or anything like that. I was kind of surprised to hear from, various people about AEW being kind of on a downslide. Like, they always put on good shows, and from everything that they were a couple years back, they were the top of the world, so it was just kind of like a weird thing to hear about. But I will be seeing them, though. I'm going to read this a little bit I'm going to read a couple of things before I get into Skull and Bones, because I have some thoughts. I mean, actually, let me start with this one first. I'll read the Skull and Bone thing right before I get into it. But this dude, Ryan T. Brown. So the game industry's been hurting a lot lately. There's been a ton of layoffs, more than most people realize. It's been happening everywhere, and it's just, I don't know. Yeah, the Surfs posted this tweet. If a single image could demonstrate the need for more unionization and worker protection. So this is just a graphic of game industry layoffs from January 2023 to 2024. So the last year, like, each little dot represents a layoff in the game industry, which is pretty cataclysmic, especially when you look at how January 2024 has been. Like, my camera's covering up some of it. Let me yeah, you can just see the level of layoffs happening in January. In January of 2024 alone. I really don't know what's driving it. I don't know what's driving such a colossal level of layoffs. Each dot represents one of the approximately 16,000 people affected since January 2023. So, okay, so each dot represents a person. Okay, I don't know about what studios these cover, but in 2024 we could talk about at least some subset of this colossal amount of layoffs happening here, as Ryan chronicalized it in this thread. So he starts with Tiny Build. Oops. Tiny Bit hit with layoffs amid financial struggles months after it warned of possible reorganization. So they cut 10 to 30% of their staff. And the layoffs were made without warning, which is usually how it kind of happens. Even though, I guess it depends on where they're located. I guess in Siberia. Okay, well, yeah, pretty sure they don't have the same kinds of protections in Siberia as in California. Where California, they have something called like the WARN Act, where they have to, an employer has to warn a company before a layoff occurs. New World Interactive, what have they been hit with? Embracer's been going through it. They've been trying to get purchased. They wanted to get purchased by like some Saudi company, and that didn't happen. And then after that fell through, they just started taking an axe to every studio they have under their umbrella. New World Interactive has been hit with layoffs as part of the Embracer Group's ongoing restructuring efforts. So they're a subsidiary of Saber, which was that was the studio that once word got out that Aspyr was fumbling hard on the Star Wars: The Old Republic remake, Embracer gave that project over to Saber Interactive. They've never officially canceled it. They just kind of removed some media from the internet, and people speculated that meant it was canceled. But if they're killing off subsidiaries, or not maybe killing off subsidiaries, but laying people off from the subsidiaries, then I have to imagine that's going to have that speaks to the impact of what that cancellation actually is. Oh, do you have Opera now too? Oh, the browser? Yeah, I like Opera. It's a good browser. It's less memory intensive as Chrome, which is why I use it when I stream. Bro, I paused and muted you at the same time, so you haven't been listening to anything I've been saying, which honestly is probably a benefit to you. That's 3 major layoff stories today alone, and it's not even 2 p.m. yet. This happened on the 5th. This was right before the new year. This is happening every single day in the game industry. The game industry is on fire despite record industry profits. That's the thing, like, you'll always hear about the game industry posting record profits, like, in total, but then you also have all of this disparity of, like, these studios just laying off and not reaching expectations and shit. And it really makes me, like, it's a highlight that record profits are only occurring in the industry at the very, very biggest levels. The Activision, Activision Blizzards and the Microsofts and Sonys and all of that. Like, those top guys account for all of the record profits the game industry makes. After that, it's like a no holds barred fist fight, you know, for every indie studio that's out there. Hackjack Studios, the developers of Guts and Glory and Pigeon Simulator, has been shut down by Tiny Build, with all employees laid off. I mean, that sucks for them. Part of the problem also is, like, there are a lot of studios, a lot of games, and it's hard to get these games visibility. I've never heard of Pigeon Simulator. You know, not that. Yeah. Oh, hey, thanks for the resub. Thanks for the resub, Royal. I appreciate it. And it's not that my knowing about Pigeon Simulator makes any difference. There's plenty of shit I don't know about, but you know, that is a struggle for indie studios to like get their titles in front of people's faces. A friend of mine who worked for a Nintendo branch got laid off. Ah, that sucks. That's a bummer. I mean, I know a lot of people. I knew somebody at Epic Games that got laid off. Somebody at Gearbox up in Dallas got laid off. And they were supposed to be airtight, like Bethesda. I think Gearbox may have been wrapped up into Bethesda, which was wrapped up into Microsoft. It's another part of the problem there, but like I think they've been pretty good about not laying people off in general. Triple Toppy Games, the indie studio behind England, Welcome to Elk, and Dead Pets Unleashed, has laid off entire workforce and declared bankruptcy. I've never heard of any of those. Rovio has closed Studio Lumi following its acquisition by Sega, with all 16 people laid off. What the fuck? What's the point of the acquisition if you're just gonna... What? Following speculation on local social media, Rovio have confirmed that they have closed Studio Lumi, located in Montreal and part of the Rovio Montreal development unit. Studio Lumi was established with the goal of creating games on PC and console. Rovio have confirmed that the move has resulted in the loss of 16 jobs, with Studio Lumi's as yet unannounced project terminated. With the recent acquisition by Sega, we can benefit from their decades of expertise outside of mobile and achieve the goal of bringing the Angry Birds brand also to players outside of mobile. Well, why'd they have to fire 16 people for that? It's been quite a year for Rovio, with rumors of takeover being made real with a buyout by Sega in January, and speculation rife as to how two giants could work together. What? RovioCon 23. I didn't know that was a thing. Plans of a Sega-verse, along with confirmation that Rovio have already begun work on titles utilizing Sonic and Yakuza brands. Oh boy. This sucks. I'm sorry. This really sucks. Because it's just like, okay, we're going to take this, I guess maybe not indie, but this small studio, fire 16 people for no good goddamn reason, but like, instead of creating like a new brand or you know, experimenting with new things, we're just going to continue the Sega tradition of milking the ever-living shit out of Sonic. Oh wait, my thing isn't up. Of milking the ever-living shit out of Sonic and Yakuza. God damn, that sucks. Bro, they're turds. I've disliked Sega for so long now. Embracer has reportedly shut down Free Radical Design, the studio behind Time Splitters. I didn't even know those dudes were still around. What a bummer. Spirit Creature, hey, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? How's your night treating you? The day before, yeah, they shut down, but those guys were con artists, so we could hardly shed a tear for that one. Hasbro is laying off 1,100 staff 2 weeks before Christmas as a last resort to keep Hasbro healthy. Says a CEO who earned $9.4 billion had a company with a $5.8 billion in revenue last year. Hasbro owns Transformers, Peppa Pig, Monopoly, Magic the Gathering, and Dungeons and Dragons. Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast? I didn't know that. What the fuck are they talking about? Keep Hasbro healthy. Good lord. Tiny Build has closed down publishing label Versus Evil, the Banner Saga Pillars of Eternity. Oh, what a bummer. I mean, I don't know if Stoic is still around. I used to work with dudes from Stoic. Hi man, I was trying to raid you. It wouldn't let me, so wait, it wouldn't let you? So here I am. Well, I actually learned that today, speaking of D&D. I had no clue. I think I actually know people that work at Wizards of the Coast, but I didn't know they were owned by Hasbro. I wonder why I wouldn't let you raid me. That's weird. That's a bummer, man. Like, of all the layoffs that have been happening that I've read about so far, this is one that absolutely didn't need to happen. I think I don't know if Stoic Games is still around. They're the developers of Banner Saga. I knew some dudes that were there. I guess these guys, I didn't realize Versus Evil published it. There was another publisher. Was it Digital Devolver, or I thought there was another publisher that put out Banner Saga. It all gets a little convoluted. Firewall Ultra Studio First Contact Entertainment is shutting down days before Christmas due to lack of funding in the VR space. Which is weird because all I see are fucking VR games popping out left and right now. Bossa Studio laid off a third of its staff at the end of 2023. Bossa Studios, I don't know what they're responsible for. My stream is doing all kinds of weird things today. Well, I hope you had a good stream. I hope that whatever weird things your stream was doing, it wasn't affecting people hopping in and enjoying the vibes. 40 people remain. Oh my god, my cats are going fucking nuts out there. 40 employees remain focused on upcoming game Lost Skies. Yeah, I think this sounds like it's a casualty of just a studio that was not in a position to develop the kind of AAA game that you can get eyes on, which is again, that speaks to the indie game problem. This is one that doesn't need to happen. Unity is laying off 1,800 people, around 25% of its workforce, in the latest and biggest round of layoffs. Holy shit. Of course, Twitch laid off 35% of its staff. Playtika is laying up to 400 people, cutting 10% of its workforce. Lost Boys Interacta, an Embracer-owned studio, Embracer-owned support studio with 400 employees, has been hit with a sizable portion of layoffs. So Embracer's just taken a complete scalpel to like their entire organization, which is crazy because like several years ago they were going on a buying spree. They were buying every game studio they could get their hands on. But I guess when the U.S. interest rates turned off the spigot for essentially free money for investors, they all of these tech companies and gaming studios and whatnot that basically float on investment money, all that investment money dried up, and when it turns to having to run off of the profits you generate, well, to make up that difference, you're either cutting employees or you're cutting compensation packages. It's interesting, in Japan they actually have pretty strict laws about laying people off. Companies can't lay people off in Japan so willy-nilly. So like if a company's having bad times, they just weather through it. They're just like, all right, times are tough. I'm gonna send you a text. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. I can't, just looking at this panel, I can't even tell what part of the script that is. But that looks cool. I mean, everything you've sent me so far looks pretty fucking amazing. I'm very excited by it. But I was trying to discern what part of the story was going on from that panel, and I have to go back and reread it. Actually, what I need to do is start working on fucking issue 4. Thunderful is laying off 20% of its workers, roughly 100 people, as part of a restructure due to over-investments made the last few years. Well, why the fuck do the workers have to pay for those fucking over-investments? They didn't tell you to do that. God damn. Why do I have these goddamn pop-ups, man? No. Swedish conglomerate Thunderful Group is making around 20% of its workforce redundant after overspending in recent years. The company has published titles like Planet of Lana, Somerville, and SteamWorld Build, and owns multiple studios including Image and Form, Jumpship, and Guru Games. It has spent the past few years acquiring and investing in game companies to expand its arsenal. We need to make it, I don't know if permanent or temporary, but we need to make it incredibly fucking difficult for companies to be able to merge or acquire other companies going forward. Like, they're doing this shit so fucking willy-nilly and just completely destroying the livelihoods of a bunch of people who just need to work. They have to pay rent. They have to pay their mortgage. They've got families and shit. And these guys are just fucking at a casino just tossing house money around. We got to make it way, way harder to do that. AAA support studio PTW has been hit with layoffs with 45 people let go. AAA studio PTW. What games did they do? A support studio that's worked with Capcom and Blizzard. Okay. There's a lot of, like, I would say an overwhelming portion of the game industry are studios like this. You know, they're the big they're the big studios where whenever you read like, oh, the video game industry beat out the film industry by making however many billions in revenue in the year, blah, 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 blah. The overwhelming portion of that revenue goes to studios like Microsoft with, you know, Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda underneath them and all that shit. It goes to Sony, it goes to Nintendo, it goes to EA, and, you know, maybe a couple of other companies here and there. And all of those other studios beneath that tier that makes up the bulk of those profits are studios like this that just do work for those bigger studios. And it's raccoon work. Aspire Media used to be, and maybe they still are, a company like that. And I remember when I was working there, I described it to a friend of mine as like, we're like raccoons. We dig around in the trash for anything that could give us enough sustenance to survive for another day. And whether that means that we get a contract to do UI work for a Capcom game here, or we get a contract to do networking work for, you know, some EA MMO there, like whatever you have to do in order to survive for one more day or one more week or one more month, you're scrounging around in the trash can to do it. Oh, there's some European studio that no one's ever heard of, consisting of like 6 people that, you know, in their spare time built a somewhat decent Doom clone or whatever. And it's mostly developed. Maybe there's some bugs to work out here and there, and like maybe the last map needs to be completed, but you know, for a studio like this that kind of exists under the surface of the bigger studios, they will find those games. They will invest whatever minuscule amount of money they need to in order to finish the game and then release it as their own under their own brand. So hoping desperately that game becomes a hit that'll allow them to break free from this. No game studio wants to be a support studio. They all want to make their own games. They all want to make their own IP, and they all want to have their own like Rocket League level of success. And it's hard to get there. Like there's a lot of luck involved. So until you get that lucky roll of the dice, most of the game industry are these companies just doing, you know, whatever support work they can do for like the companies that actually make the industry those headlines. Are you into Doom? I heard a little bit of John Romero's audiobook. It was pretty interesting. I mean, yeah, I like Doom. I haven't played I think the last one I played was, no, I played some after Doom 3, but I can't remember which one. But I'm sure his audiobook is interesting. That guy is a very strange dude. John Romero is a very interesting dude. I mean, all of those id people who went off to form, like, I remember they broke away from id in the late 90s or so, maybe early 2000s, and they formed, like, Ion Storm was one of them. I forget the studio that made Daikatana. That was John Romero's studio. Daikatana was that big game. And then and the Anachronics, which I think I actually have on Steam but haven't bothered trying to play. That was another one. It was a very interesting time. All of those id dudes were very strange dudes. Behavior Interactive, Dead by Daylight, has laid off 45 people across its Montreal studio. I mean, I don't know how how they're struggling. This game is always popping off. Wymo Games, devs behind Battle Bows and Micro Machines Mini Mayhem Challenge, is shut down. Oh shit, with 35 people's jobs lost. Damn, that was January 18th. Micro Machines. Micro Machines is a brand from the fucking 80s. Do they still sell Micro Machine toys to kids? I mean, I guess I don't watch a lot of children's programming. Maybe those Micro Machines commercials still come on when the cartoons do, but I mean, other than that, I haven't seen or heard or even thought about Micro Machines in decades. They were awesome in the 80s, though. I used to love Micro Machines. Nexon has laid off an unknown number of people at mobile studio Pixelberry. Nexon is another, like, they're a massive Korean studio. California-based mobile developer Pixelberry Studio has laid off an unknown number of employees. Multiple people affected by the cuts shared the news on LinkedIn, indicating layoffs will impact varying roles ranging from QA staff to producers and artists and programmers. Pixelberry is owned by Korean conglomerate Nexon, the studio and publisher behind MapleStory, Dungeon and Fighter, and Dave the Diver. I didn't even realize Nexon was behind Dave the Diver. Nexon acquired Pixelberry in 2017 for an undisclosed fee with a view to leveraging the company's development and localization expertise. Well, doesn't seem like that worked out for him. I remember Nexon had like a browser-based MMO that I recall playing back in like the AOL chat room days. I think several people from that space were also playing along with me. I forget, what was it called? I think it was called Nexus Spirit of the Wind. I think that was the first Nexon game that maybe the first and only Nexon game I have any experience with. Women-led mobile studio Double Loop has closed after 4 years before its first game launch, with Monopoly Go Studio and Scopely hiring most of its staff. Well, at least the staff got snatched up. That was one of the things that I thought was pretty striking about this person's quote here. I'm disappointed that the industry that brought me nothing but joy and wonder as a child has decided to kick the shit out of me as an adult. Well, yeah. Yes. That's not the quote. It's actually, this quote is the one I was thinking of. I sympathize with that quote because I also share that sentiment. This was the quote that I think is relevant to that article or that tweet. Things feel very different from the previous layoffs. Before, studios would respond to swoop up talent. This time, everyone is drowning. Like, if there are so many layoffs happening at the same time, then you're probably not going to get hired right away. It's one thing if, you know, the industry is in generally good health, you release your game, then get hit with a layoff because you're in between games and they don't want to pay for that overhead in that lull. That's fine because the industry is in generally good health. You'll probably be picked up someplace else. But if you get hit in a layoff, like in this climate, you might be looking outside of the industry for a paycheck. And honestly, I think a lot of people probably should start looking outside of the industry. Industry needs to hurt. Like, the people at the top, rather. The people at the top of this industry need to feel pain. I don't know how you get there, though. Because it's not like the interest isn't there. People are buying games left and right still. Like, the money is flowing. The money is flowing just fine. So, you know, absent a 50-fold increase in unionization across all disciplines in the game industry, like, I really don't know what's going to change any of this. CI Games has laid off 10% of its workforce, mostly from marketing, after the success of its recent Lords of the Fallen launch. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations on your successful launch. Hit the unemployment line. German indie studio Threaks, devs behind Beat Buddy and the founders of Indie Arena Booth, is closing mid-2024. Don't know those. Riot Games is laying off 530 people, about 11% of its company. Jesus, with Riot Forge publishing arm closing. Riot hires a shit ton of people. They employ a shit ton of people, that much I know. Video game recruitment company One Player Mission is closing after 26 years, citing a sharp drop in game roles to fill, making recruitment impossible. God damn, dude. They're even fucking starving out the recruiters. Microsoft is laying off 1,900 on the 25th. Microsoft is laying off 1,900 people from its gaming division months after its $69 billion acquisition. Activision Blizzard hit worst. Of course they were hit the worst. Blizzard boss Mike Ibra and founder Alan Adam are out. That makes sense. I mean, they have a CEO. Survival game Odyssey, in dev for 6 years, is canned. What the fuck, man? Why? 6 years? That's just a tax write-off. That's what that is. That's just a tax write-off. They're like, you know what? We can get free money for this because we may have purchased the company for 69 billion, in quotes, but we didn't put any money into developing this game for 6 years. We could take it to the tax office, though, and write it off.
You lose!
Jesus, that's shitty. You know, they could have saved a lot of those jobs, too, if they recaptured all that money they paid Bobby Kotick and just divvied it out to the employees instead of giving him his golden parachute for sexually assaulting people. Have you read any comics lately? No, I haven't. I haven't been to Dragon's Lair, which is our big comic shop here, in a while. I just haven't had any interest in going or checking anything out. I haven't heard anything. If you have any recommendations for me, hit me up. Was there a post about Larian 2? I thought I saw it when I came in. There was a post about Wizards of the Coast. That was... I don't think Larian has been hit yet. Hasbro. Yeah, this was Hasbro, and they were talking about how they own Wizards of the Coast, basically. I don't know if this layoff actually affected them downstream. The corporate owner of Wizards of the Coast doesn't Dragon Man lay off 1,100 people. According to the, at the time, Cox. Okay, I'm gonna have to be mature about this dude's name. Cox Trumpeted? I'm gonna have to be mature about this guy's name. Cox Trumpeted, the company's new tack. Focus on fewer, larger brands, digital development, and invest on direct-to-consumer and licensed deals. Those Baldur's Gate 3. So I guess licensing out Baldur's Gate. This guy. Now Cox says those headwind. Oh, I'm too immature to be able to read a name like... Every time my eye just gravitates towards it. I see it and my eye is just like, boop. Cox first step. I can't read this rule. I can't. I'm not a mature enough person to read that. Did you read Sandman back in the day? I reread most of it recently, and there's some new comics with set with those characters. I've never read Sandman. I just didn't get into the Vertigo stuff But I liked the Netflix show. I thought the Netflix Sandman show was fucking incredible. There's 2 miniseries called Sandman Nightmare Country and one shot called Thessaly. I'll have to check those out then. I especially liked Sandman when Yoshitaka Amano was doing the art for it. I think I have that in one of my comic book things. Lol, who wrote this? Someone who knew what they were doing. That's who wrote it. And the next miniseries is supposed to come out in April. I'm dying. Cox trumpeted. They did that on purpose. They did that on purpose, for certain. They did that one on purpose. This is a solemn news story here. We're talking about people losing their jobs, losing their livelihoods. TMNT Ronin, read that. I need to make a recommended channel on the Discord so you guys can just post links to this shit, because I'm not gonna remember this after I stop streaming. But I do like Ninja Turtles comics in general, so I'll need to check that one out. I love the Sandman. I started reading those after hearing the audiobooks. Oh shit, maybe I should check out the audiobooks. I like Neil Gaiman though, so I have no reason to not. I mean, again, I like the show and I like everything else he's done. Didn't they make a TV show based on Neverwhere? I almost feel for, like, they definitely made a TV show based on Neverwhere, didn't they? Oh, it's all on... Oh, this was from 96. I thought it was more recent than that. It's all on YouTube. Oh shit, maybe I'll maybe I'll watch this later. I mean, I can just tell from the thumbnails that it looks pretty bad. But who knows, maybe it'll pleasantly surprise me. I thought it was more recent than 1996 though. Audio drama, actually, highly recommend. Okay, cool. Well, I'll have to add that to the list too. I mean, I go to sleep listening to audiobooks all the time, so I can always add that to the queue. Yeah, they're really good, the Sandman series. And the new miniseries is James Tynion IV, and I like his writing. James Tynion, is he a fucking Game of Thrones character? I thought we did have one, lol. I think so, but will you remember to look? The Sandman show is really good. I fucking love that show. I need to finish watching it. Dave McKeon did all the credit scenes. I fucking thought that show was incredible. He narrates the audio drama, but then each character is also voiced by a different actor. James McAvoy as Morpheus. Oh, okay, shit. I am a James McAvoy fan too. These are good recs. You guys need to throw these in the Discord for me. Embracer has cut 50% of the workforce at Black Forest Games, the team behind Destroy All Human remakes. Oh, that sucks. There's no word on the status of TMNT, the last Ronin game that was in development there. Oh no. Speaking of TMNT Ronin, it looks like the TMNT The Last Ronin game may be a victim of all this shit too. That was the 25th of January. People Can Fly, Bulletstorm, Outriders has laid off over 30 people working on its Square Enix published Project Gemini. Whew. Ruiner developer Raycon Games are laying off 80% of its company. God damn, 60 to 70 people. What do you have left? You lay off 80% of your people, what do you have left? I mean, granted, I've never heard of these guys either, but... Ruiner in 2017. The reductions were sudden and shocking. I fucking bet, man. 80% of it's... Yeah, that Final Form game's not coming out, guys. Call of Duty studio Sledgehammer Games is struck with layoffs, reportedly up to 30% of its staff, with the studio downsizing to a new, smaller location. Infinity Ward and Raven Software, Activision's other COD studios, are also facing layoffs. Man, if only they could find success. If only like a small, struggling indie game like Call of Duty could just pull in enough pities in order for the people who make those games to not face being laid off. But you know, it's tough out there for the little guys. It's tough out there for the small bean IP like Call of Duty. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck? Also, there's a new-ish, I think, Ed Brubaker book called Where the Body Was, and I liked it a lot. Is it also a noir-style comic? I think the last one I read, what did he do? Did he do The Far Out? Or something. I forget. I've read several of his image trades that were all like neo-noir, basically. And they were cool, I like them. But that seems to be like the only thing he's interested in doing. You know, outside of the Marvel stuff. No, I need to get the Darth Vader, oh, excuse me. I need to get the Darth Vader no sound drop and make that an audio clip in here. Did you also hear the gossip about Coyote versus Acme? Yes, I did. Like, it's this back and forth with whether it's going to be canceled or not, and then they said it's going to be canceled no matter what. That's why, as you can see right here, David Zaslav is trending. I'm loath to free scroll here on stream, but I'm going to click on this just to see why just to see what people are saying about David Zaslav. Oh, where'd it go? What? Why isn't it? Oh, let's see. Let me just do a quick cursory. Oh yeah, they're eating his ass alive for sure. They're eating his ass alive for sure. Cuddy vs. Acme is now expected to be shelved and deleted forever, which is a real bummer. Warner Brothers wanted 75 to 80 million for the film and rejected offers from Netflix, Amazon, Paramount, refusing to let them counter offer. Yeah, people are pretty bad about it. But eat the rich. But like the thing that David Zaslav learning that his movie studio made a movie. Wait, what? Someone leaked David Zaslav's address? Man, they're getting for real with this shit, aren't they? South by Southwest wanted to screen Coyote vs. Acme, but Warner Brothers refused their request. David Zaslav instead offered to send a video where he defecates on the print of the film and says, I've always loved movies. I mean, honestly, the thing is, like, this guy fucking sucks, man. Like, look, this is what I tweeted earlier about this. This man absolutely sucks at his job. He got brought in 2021. Like, in May of 2021, he was made the head of Warner Brothers Discovery. And ever since then, like, this shit has only gone in one direction. There was a little bit of a... But this was probably... This was probably like the early hype around Barbie and shit. Barbie probably came out somewhere around here. But it's only ever really dropped since he came in. And right now, it's back on a downslide. Like, the value of this company is fucking nothing. It was 24 share at by the time he came in, and now it's like less than $10. And he has nothing to show for it. He's got absolutely nothing to show for everything that he's done the past couple years. Max is the absolute fucking worst app I've ever used in my life. Like, I had problems with HBO Max, sure, but Max in its current iteration is unbearable. It's absolutely unbearable. The only thing keeping these motherfuckers around right now is HBO. You know, like, barely. Just barely. Music sounds like farts? What? Are you denigrating the beauty of Japanese trip hop? That they shopped it around for like some huge amount and no one took the bait, so they're like, well, we should delete this. Well, they just want to get the tax write-off. They want to get all the money back for it by writing it off. I haven't been on Twitter a lot in order to protect my sanity, so I get all my news from ONTD. What's ONTD? David's, oh, please replace this man. That's what needs to happen. Oh, that's good. Barbie is carrying them. Barbie's doing a lot of heavy lifting, but the thing is, they could have had Oppenheimer too. Because Christopher Nolan, all of his past releases were all Warner Brothers films. And the only reason why Oppenheimer isn't a Warner Brothers release is because at the time that, you know, they were going to greenlight the project, Nolan did not like Warner Brothers' policy of releasing, and I don't think they have the policy anymore to their credit, but he didn't like their policy of releasing a film simultaneously on HBO Max and in the theater. He wanted Oppenheimer to be a theater-only release, and they didn't want to do that, and they were headstrong about not wanting to do that. So Chris Nolan took Oppenheimer and went off and produced it someplace else. I think Universal put it out. But that could have also been easy money for Warner Brothers Discovery. They could have owned both sides of the Barbenheimer marketing campaign. You know, it's a fucking dumb decision, and it was one of Zaslav's earliest. He does. How does he keep getting hired by people? Didn't he bankrupt CW or CNN or something? I think his job is to bankrupt these companies so they can make them easy acquisitions for bigger companies. Gotta get going for now. Sleep time. Hey, thank you for stopping by, Spirit. I appreciate it. Have a good night, and I hope you get some good rest. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Max has more problems, like what? No, not this song. I mean, it's such a shitty user interface. Like, they have there's no real metric for how they, or real obvious guidelines for how they organize their programs to show you when you log in. So whenever you log in, it's just a hodgepodge of, oh, here's True Detective Night Country, and then here's Real Housewives of LA, and then here's a documentary about the Lakers, and then here's Last Week Tonight, and then here's like some reality show about like a wolf hunter or some shit like that. Here's Ice Rigs, here's Most Dangerous Catch, you know, here's fucking some Dateline looking CBS, you know, true crime shit. You know, here's House of the Dragon. It's like, what is all of this? Here's the Meg 2, which I watched the other day. A hilarious movie in not a good way. It's like, what is all this? This is like somebody went to like the Big Ben at Walmart, you know, where they have all of like the $2 DVDs and shit in that giant bin. It's like somebody went to that and just tipped it over and then took a picture and was like, this is our splash screen. This is our HBO or our Max splash screen. And it's slow, it's laggy, it's unintuitive. Like whenever I'll start to watch a show and then I'll stop and I'll go do some other shit. And then I come back to it and it's like, oh, I want to start the show from the beginning again. But it's not like you hit play and then it brings up a option, resume or start from the beginning. You hit play, it starts right where you left off, and then you're like, wait, how do I go start from the beginning without having to rewind all the way to the beginning? And the way to do it is like really convoluted and it's not intuitive. And there's no reason for it to not be intuitive. It's just shitty design. Like, it's weird stuff like that. It's a lot of weird stuff like that that just makes it a pain in the ass. Oh, no, they didn't on LiveJournal. I like that you're so devoted to LiveJournal. You are a devotee of LiveJournal. Maybe I should get off Twitter and, like, go back to the LiveJournal space. A good fight 'em. I stepped away. Did you do my usual redeems? Oh, what redeems did you do? You did stretch, hydrate, and posture check. No, I don't think he did them. I'm posting. I'll do them now. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get Skull and Bones fired up. Start my or resume my pirate adventure. And while it's booting up, I'm going to do those redeems. Okay. Stretch. Battle Eye Launcher. Alright, let me change my thing here. Alright, posture check. And hydrate. I need to refill this thing. It's before you press resume under it. Yeah, it's weird. Did you ever post a lot on LJ, or you just read? I missed those days. I posted a ton. God damn it. I used to post a lot on LJ. I can't remember what year I stopped. There was some year where I was just like, alright, I'm done. When everyone was on LJ and not trying to fit everything into 140 characters. Well, you know what they say, brevity is the soul of wit. Oh, wait a second. Let me I want to see if my opinion so far of Skull and Bones jives with Kotaku's impressions. After all the delays, trailers, and start and stop hype cycles, Ubisoft's highly anticipated pirate sim Skull and Bones is in beta. The game was meant to release in 2018. Oh, geez, this was supposed to come out in 2018? That makes some sense. It does kind of... That's one thing I will say about it, is it does kind of feel a little dated. Then 2019, but at least now there's an open beta and your progress will carry over into Skull and Bones when it launches on February 16. So, while this isn't technically the actual retail game, it's a good way to see just what all those years of development have made. I want to tell you that this epic saga ends happily, alas. Skull and Bones was announced back in 2017 with a 2018 release date. The story of the game, its many delays and troubled development, has been well documented on Kotaku and elsewhere, so I'm not going to rehash it too much, but basically the game started as DLC spinoff of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, aka the pirate one. One that I haven't played and I kind of want to. Then it morphed into a standalone game that took nearly a decade to complete. Now, in February of 2024, I can confidently tell you that what Skull and Bones actually is: The Division with pirate ships. I've never played The Division. Okay, that's a bit reductive, but truthfully, if you played open world MMO looter shooter The Division, or its DC-based sequel, you'll be familiar with Skull and Bones and its core gameplay loop. You make a character, start off in a small enclosed area, learn the basics, walk around in a public hub populated by other players, do some quests, leave the starting area and enter the main world, which uses the same basic formula but on a bigger scale with more systems. Just like The Division, this public hub is a safe zone where you can't hurt anyone, which is weird in a game about pirates who we are told are dangerous, but who act a lot more like teenagers in high school, insulting and laughing at you when you initially arrive. Well, okay, yeah, well, this is one thing about this game that I actually don't like is it still tries to be like this online multiplayer component, MMO light component thing. And I'm not a fan of that. I want an epic pirate adventure without having to see fucking Squiggle Balls 243 dancing in the corner or whatever. Or some fucking shitter, you know, with his boat, you know, coming up on me and blasting me and shit. Like, I'm so over competitive online games. It's just, I mean, it's never been a thing for me. And I guess for people who like it, fine, that's great. But I'd much rather have a more focused pirate narrative that focuses on engrossing you in this pretty awesome world. I actually do like that they set this story in the Indian Ocean, so you actually have some context for what piracy looked like in the colonial era, not in the Caribbean. You know, it's on the other side of the world because pirates were big there too. All right, let's see. Yeah, Skull and Bones is mainly a game, at least in the first few hours, about collecting resources, cutting down trees, and crafting stuff. And you don't cut down trees or collect coconuts by walking up to them and punching them. Instead, you pull your ship up to the shore and a weird minigame starts. Yeah, that is weird. I'm not a big fan of that. You then have to nail the timing on moving a cursor across a colored zone on a meter. It doesn't feel good, it doesn't really make sense, and it definitely doesn't deliver on the promise of living the life of a pirate. At one point, I cut down one too many I don't know how to pronounce that, acacia trees, and my crew yelled at me that the ship was over encumbered. I don't remember that in any of my favorite pirate films. Once I got through some of the fetch, I think I'm probably where this dude is at, honestly. Compared to Sea of Thieves and its beautiful water that looks good enough to drink, editor's note, don't drink seawater, Skull and Bones HTO is a dirty mess, but yeah, well, kind of. Visual artifacts dot the waters and pop-in is issue 2, I guess I haven't really noticed that. With trees and rocks looking like they were pulled from a PS2 game until you get close enough to cut them down. Yeah, that's true. Again, the game feels dated. Alright, I'll jump into it. That's enough of that. I just wanted to see what their general vibe was, because I definitely had my opinions, and I didn't know if my opinion was colored by the fact that they took an idea of a game that I liked and turned it into a genre of game that I don't like. You know, and these are the two wolves inside of me that are battling right now. Like, I want to like this game, but all of this online bullshit just really turns me off to it. Microphone so I can actually see my monitor. Oh, it's fucking choppy as shit right now. Why? It didn't look like that last night. Why is it all choppy? What the fuck? I guess that's a little better, but it's still choppy. I don't know why it's choppy. Maybe, hold on, let me see if I can, close some browser tabs here. Is that going to be good enough? Maybe. I don't know why it's all shitty. That's another thing I've had with this game is like, it generally ran better yesterday than it is now. Maybe there's just a lot of people right now that are in this little hub. And maybe last night when I was playing it, there weren't a lot of people. Oh my god, this is fucking awful.
Thomas the blacksmith is picky with his customers. Why waste one's talent?
I also don't like... I feel like I'm saying a lot about what I don't like about this game. I don't like that there's a loading screen between me standing on the dock and me embarking on my ship. I think that's a part of what makes it feel dated.
Full sail! I better wear him on full sail!
Getting close to a ship that has been heavily damaged and vulnerable to crew attacks allows you to perform a crew boarding maneuver, which... Wait, what? Why'd you take it away? I was still reading it, you son of a bitch. Oh, the perf is dying. I can hear it in the audio. I don't even know where in here. I was trying to find that tooltip that was just up, but I don't even know where it would be in. I figured it would be under combat. I guess not. It's a tutorial that's lost to time.
Hurry! Raise them up!
Oh man, this is just controlling. Like, this is performing like shit. I don't know why. It wasn't nearly this bad last night. I also don't like that my crew gets tired. Like, to me that sucks. Well, I guess they only get tired if I'm like going full steam ahead. You know what? I don't think I need to get scrap metal. That's what I need. One in D. I don't know. Some dude calls for help. Hey, I'm figuring my own shit out over here, man. Alright, I'm looking at the water. I'm looking at the water based on that review. It's not as pretty as Sea of Thieves water, but I don't think it's as bad as that dude wrote it up to be either. I can't tell if that's the guy. I guess not.
Capitaine, there it is, the ship we are after.
Oh, I guess it is.
What do you make of that? I have spotted it, Capitaine. There it is. Fire! Now! All the team. Let us rest. Only fire, Captain! They're ours for the taking! Now is the time to move!
Come on.
Lower the sail!
Storm ahead! Batten the hatches! It is going to be hard to find that ship in this sorbet! Get ready!
Braced.
Everyone! Fire! Better sail! Free the sails and slow it down!
Oh wait, shit, what the fuck? I didn't want to do that. Oh! Wait, what the fuck? What's happening?
Ready to shoot!
Damn it.
Tie those lines! It's nearly impossible to find another ship, Captain!
Bleed all the way from her! Sail back!
You can do it! Everyone! Fire!
Cows are about to move ahead!
Captain! They can't match us! They are done!
We are prepared to board, Captain! Light the way, Captain!
Man, they could make that. They could make that.
She's ready for use,
Hold on, Captain! She'll hold on yet!
Get the flags ready! Fire!
Move us to where they are! Hurry up! We will go!
Repairs complete, Captain!
This storm will make it difficult to find our target, Captain!
Okay, so I guess I got one cogwheel. Oh, I barely got out of that one.
That's why they call it.
Ah! Their ship will sink pretty soon!
I guess that's another player. That's a. Okay, they healed themselves. They're fine. They're fine. Oh shit! What's all this going on here?
Captain! It's company warship!
Cutter! Get to the battle station!
Returning the sails now!
What is it? Le Oxy Français!
Oh wait, what?
Cutter!
This guy's shooting at me and I can't fucking fire back? Am I out of cannons or something? Am I out of cannonballs? How the fuck is that? Alright, I'm gonna turn in, friend. Night night, everyone. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Royale. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. Why are these guys shooting at me? I can't fire on them for some reason.
Oi! Get some grub in your belly!
How do I tell how many cannonballs I have? I mean, they're obviously chasing me. I don't know how I can tell how many cannonballs I have. I think I'm... maybe I'm out? How can I tell? IBS acting up, too late. Night, everyone. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Bianca. I appreciate it. I hope you feel better. Have a good rest of your night. Where even am I? Oh, I'm on the opposite side. How do I see what my fucking... Am I covering it with my thing?
Hey, boys! Oh, my name was Captain Kidd. As I sailed, oh, my name was Captain Kidd. As I sailed, my name was Captain Kidd, and God's laws I did forbid, and so wickedly I did. As I sailed, so wickedly I did. As I sailed, oh, I murdered William Moore. As I sailed, oh, I murdered William Moore. As I sailed, and I laid him in his gone, not many leagues from the shore. Oh, I murdered William Moore. As I sailed, I murdered William Moore. As I sailed,
I have a ton of cannonballs. The fuck? Cannonballs aren't the problem.
Thomas eats metal, but what the blacksmith truly desires is a sliver of redemption.
And most of them I slay as I sail. Oh, ye young and old, see die, see die. Come, oh, ye young and old, see die. You're welcome to my gold, and by it I left my soul. Come, oh, ye young and old, I must die, I must die. Come, oh, ye young and old, I must die.
Alright, my waypoint is still... There's all sorts of boats out here just floating around. To me, this is kind of lame, though. This is kind of lame. Just seeing a bunch of... It's like... It's less imposing, and it feels more like it's just a bunch of kids on a boat. Kids on a lake with, like, remote-control boats. Just, like, having fun on the lake. It's weird. I don't know why they went this route. I always fuck up the crew boarding thing.
Let us show these gredins what we are worth!
Oh shit.
They will be feeding the fishes soon enough!
Damn it, they're always just a little bit faster.
It's now or never! For victory and spoil!
Stop circling me, you son of a bitch! God damn it. I wanted to board you. Jesus Christ. I wanted to board you. I didn't want to fucking blast you.
There's never been in better shape! What in the world is that? A French warship in the distance! It is a cutter!
Oh boy. Alright, I think I'm gonna go back around using this route.
Hey, Bossman! Prepare yourself! Lift the sails!
Damn it.
Bring her in and sails down!
I can't squeeze in there?
Set the sails free!
Alright, fine, I guess I'll take the long way around. Can I, actually, can I do any harvesting on trees over here? I like how I'm just ramming my ship aground.
Roll the sea! Rain on it! Bon travail! Fine job!
Alright, I harvested something there. I don't know what that was. It is weird that, like, for harvesting resources, why can't I, like,
There will be not much left for us!
why can't I just, like, disembark off of the boat and run around on the island and get the resources manually? Like, the minigame component is kind of weird.
We've maneuvered into the wind, Captain!
What joint is this?
I have eyes on a lot of ships there! Off our starboard!
God, what the fuck are you doing? Dude, I was like... What is going on? Why is there a buy and sell option? You know what? I don't want any of this. Plunder. What happens if I plunder?
Captain wants it all! Let's go!
Plunder starts.
Yeah! More of them on the way!
Hold back! There's still more! Quick flag! Fire! We are under fire!
I don't know why I'm doing this, but fuck it, I'm doing it. Everything else about Jesus. Why did my guys just like fucking smack head first into things?
The reinforcements have arrived!
Let's get out of here. I don't think they appreciated my attempt to plunder them. Also, my guys are just so fucking... They're as out of shape as I am.
We need to stay in range, Captain!
I don't know why you're fucking full speed ahead anyways. What happened there?
This is what that oil, Captain! Everyone, fire! Ashmores are going down! Someone, check the hunt!
Don't! You son of a bitch! Why did you do that? God damn. Voyage ended. Alright, well, you know what? I don't care. I think that's probably the most accurate description of my vibe with this game. Voyage has ended. It's not as fun as it should be. Hello, it is me, and I've been playing Helldivers 2. It's pretty good, and I'm into the humor, but the game's got some crashing issues, but it was only really bad yesterday. I haven't heard much of Helldivers.
That was a tough storm, hey?
It was a weak and classic game.
I'm done with this game, though. I'm not a fan. I wanted to be more into it than I really wanted to be more into it than I ended up being. I'm disappointed. I don't feel like playing it anymore. I don't want to play it anymore, so I'm not going to. What's up, Toaster? How you doing? I want to play Helldivers, I think, at some point, but not yet. You know what? I think I'll play... It's between Daggerfall and Dave the Diver, and I think I want to get back into Dave the Diver. Actually, you know what? Where I don't even know where I left off in Daggerfall. This game not being that good makes me sad because I wasn't expecting much, but I love the pirate Assassin's Creed game. I mean, I guess that's the only reason why that game was made is because people liked the pirate Assassin's Creed and wanted a bigger version of it. But the game, that's another thing. The game doesn't feel big. It feels very, very small. And for a game that feels as small as it feels, it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot to do or a whole lot going on. I'm not a fan of the gameplay loop, I guess. It's like Sid Meier's Pirates minus a lot of the fun pirate stuff that you can do off of the boat. I was on a French stream today. It was fun. Nice. What did you? Were you playing Helldivers on the stream? Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I could try that Guardians of the Galaxy game too. Nah, EDF? What's EDF? Alright, these are my options. Daggerfall, Dave the Diver, and Guardians of the Galaxy. So let's give it a spin and see which one I'm going to be jumping into. Earth Defense Force. Oh, okay. Hey, look at that. The old standby. Daggerfall it is. Daggerfall, my love. Is this thing still... Yeah, you know how much I wanted to get into a pirate game. Wait, is this in the background or something? There we go. You know how I've been wanting to get into pirate games, so I'm very disappointed that Skull and Bones isn't as fun as I would have liked it to be. The dude who made this whole Unity Daggerfall is working on his own original work inspired by Daggerfall. There's no news about it at all other than him working on it. Yeah, somebody told me that the other night. Was it Shiranui? He may have mentioned that. But I think he posted a link to an article talking about that. And it seems cool. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I guess he and whoever helped him did a great job with this. But building your own from the ground up is a totally different endeavor. And this took him 10 years. Like, this was about a 10-year project. So, if you thought the wait for Wayward Realms was going to be long. Unless this guy has some tricks up his sleeve. Okay, I got the unicorn horn from Nafalga's castle, and that gave it to the woman here who was cursed. She's supposed to get back at me about something, but for right now, I don't think I have anything going on in my main quest. I don't know if I ever actually spoke to anyone at Daggerfall. I don't know what my reputation is here. I guess I can't remember if I was chased out of this place or if people like me here. I know I'm hated in Wayrest. I can't go to Wayrest. If I go to Wayrest, I'm going to be fighting everyone. I'm a scoundrel! Oh, god damn it. I thought something like that was up. You know what? This is actually looking kind of choppy too. There must be. I might have to. There's something going on my system. Then I think I may be in store for like a reboot. Oh, I think he just said vengeance at me. So there's probably a ghost that's going to be chasing me soon. Don't want to send any ghosts after me? Alright, well, I'll just go in here anyways. Oh, that wasn't good. Something is definitely... Hold on a second, let me see. What's happening? Come on. Organize. Okay, let me see if I can, okay, maybe this'll... Let's see if that helps a little bit. What time is it? 3? Oh, I hear him. Fuck no. I'm not surrendering to you guys. You kidding me? I'm getting on my horse and I'm riding to the castle. Halt! Halt! A villager has reported you for your crimes. What? What crimes? I'm not surrendering. Holy shit, there's a lot of them. Oh, collision. Here of all places. I like how I'm talking to her cleavage. I just floated right up to her titties and I'm like, yes, how can I help you? My husband's poor grandmother, Nafulga, is rumored to be in frail health. Her once brilliant mind almost utterly destroyed. She has locked herself in her castle in Rothgarian Mountains and experiments with magical studies with no regard to her own safety. I would know of her condition, but few possess the bravery to face the horrors of her castle. I mean, I just fucking waxed that castle completely. And speak with her. My reward for a report on her health is a magical amulet with my champion. I mean, I can tell you right now. You get no response. Queen, I can tell you what's up with her right now. I was just talking to her. A vassal of mine has made egregious and public mistake requiring that the example be made. I need someone to go fetch this person that we make... Okay. The imbecile's name is Agrard Yomsley. Weeping Sunrise of Kinnereth is his place of residence, though where you'll find him is up in the air. Returning... I mean, shit. Collision issues being what they are, I might literally find him up in the air. Guys, really? How can I not jump over that? I'm not gonna halt. You hear villagers panic in the distance. Hell yeah. Scream in terror, guys. A foe has caused a... What? A villager to what? A foe has caused a villager to panic and run. Oh, the guards. The guards. Okay, I get it. The foes after me are causing the villagers to panic and run. You hear villagers panic in the distance. Nothing I can do about that. I doubt this guy has anything worthwhile, but may as well check it out. Really? You're on my ass already? Oh, shit! And I'm like, wait, let me look on these shelves! Alright, well... Before they completely wreck me. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sure, I'll go recklessly. I like traveling recklessly. I still imagine him running around, like, flailing his arms, holding scissors. I'm a common citizen here, so I should fare a little better. It's a really pretty night sky right there. Look at that. Oh, I forgot I took this quest. Holy shit. Ah, alright, I'm gonna fail that one. Alright, sorry, dude. I'm gonna fail that one for you. I forgot that I took that one. Damn. Oh, what the fuck? Where am I going? Oh, there's stairs here. Toaster, I don't know if you're still hanging around or if you're blitzed out your mind yet, but I will tell you straight up, I have been deep in a Dragon Ball Z rabbit hole. Thanks to Dragon Ball Z Kai being on Hulu. I don't need the Mithril Katana anymore. Oh my god, there's so much. This guy's gonna have to give me a line of credit. This all came from Nufalga's castle too. Like, I basically looted her place blind. 15,406. Oh, he had the cash on him. God damn, alright. Fucking money bags over here. Didn't realize I was dealing with J.G. Wentworth. Nothing special. Vernacular of the lower class. Okay, I'll sell that one. Streetwise. All right, I gotta sell these language books. I'm not a language learner here. Yo, Stumpin' Jack. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Hope your night is treating you well. Okay, I can sell these books to this dude. Do I have anything on my wagon? Bunch of bestiaries. Hello, hello. Love to see some old Bethesda gamage. You come to the right place. At some point, I will... I keep saying this. At some point, I will return to Morrowind. What? 900? You give me a letter of credit for 900 bucks? Come on, man. Broke son of a bitch. Alright, I think that's all I can do there. I just got my Morrowind mod build about where I want it finally. Okay, wait, let me ask you this question then. This is it's a question I have to ask everybody, all of the Bethesda people who hang around this stream. I always have to ask them, what's your favorite Elder Scrolls game? Morrowind easily. Alright, you'll fit in here in that Morrowind is literally everybody in this community's favorite Elder Scrolls game, except for me. Somehow, some way, I ended up being the Morrowind disliker of this community. But I still play it. I play it. I play it for the community. And it grew on me once like the main problem, the main point of contention I had with Morrowind was just that the character movement was too slow at the beginning. And it just like put me to sleep. But once I jacked up my movement speed, everything got a little better after that. I want to know where the alchemist is. Thank you very much. Rothgaria's best unguents, I guess. That's how it's pronounced. Oh, it's right next to me. I still remember when you told me, as someone who works in video games, it is my job to understand why people enjoy what they enjoy. And I fucking hate that you love Morrowind because I do not get it. Well, I mean, that's a common trope for me, honestly. All the years I spent working on MMOs while actively disliking MMOs. But I understood why people like MMOs, though. I still understand why people like them. It's like Morrowind, Skyrim, Daggerfall. Oh man, you put Skyrim above Daggerfall? You might come to blows with some people here. Morrowind, Skyrim, Daggerfall, Oblivion, don't care about the rest. Blades is fine, I guess. For me, also, base Morrowind is rough, but that game's body community is what keeps it alive. I mean, that's most Bethesda games, it feels like. Which is the interesting thing. I haven't checked in on Starfield in a while. I need to see how Starfield is doing. I don't know if there are any new mods that make it a little bit better. I don't know. I know that one dude, that one prominent modder fucking bailed on it. And he was like, "Yeah, this game sucks, I'm out." But I enjoyed Starfield well enough to like get back to it if there are some decent mods for it. But yeah, Bethesda also over-relies on its body community a bit too much. Which, I'm not going to fault them for that for games like Daggerfall or Morrowind. But Oblivion and Skyrim, you know, in my opinion, those games should have been better. Oblivion, I had fun with Oblivion outside of the main quest. The main quest was insufferable, but all the side quests and stuff was a lot of fun. I liked traveling around the world and combat and all of that. And pretty much the same for Skyrim, although I think I like Skyrim's main story a little bit more. But, I mean, yeah, it's the mods, and the Skyrim mods are pretty awesome, too. Like, I have to admit, I like a lot of the mods I've tried on those. I've got so much money on my wagon. I need to open a fucking bank account somewhere. Hey, I need a pawn shop. Alright, you don't know shit. Superior used equipment. Thank you very much, kind sir. Let's write down over E. Oops. This away? I think Daggerfall has way more in it. Like, as an RPG, it is superior to all the games, but Morrowind has better atmosphere, and Skyrim was just a giant QOL accessibility game. Quality of life accessibility game. It's not the greatest, but gameplay-wise, it's the most solid, fluid gameplay. I agree with that sentiment. I agree with that. Morrowind, I will say that Morrowind is atmospheric. I don't think the atmosphere speaks to me, though. I don't think the atmosphere speaks to me, but it is a very atmospheric game. I think Daggerfall is just... It has, like, especially with the right mods, you can get some good atmosphere, but I think it's probably just too old of a game to really knock it out the park with atmosphere. It has the atmosphere of an old PC game, basically. Alright, I need to open up a bank account somewhere. I'll probably do that in Dragon Tail Mountains. Since those people see me as a fucking hero. Actually, what I'm gonna do... Is there a fighters guild here? I guess right over there. Northwest. Yeah, Daggerfall is like for people who like pen and paper RPGs, like old school tabletop RPGs. This game has, out of all the Elder Scrolls game, this game has like the closest vibe to that, which is why I get into it. They got horses out here now? What? The fuck? Dude, it's 2 p.m. What do you guys do? There you go. That's weird. What can I even train in at this point? Critical Strike's always good. So I can repair some stuff. It's a depressing, sometimes somber, sometimes creepy, melancholy feel. Yeah, it's it is a drag. It is a bit of a drag for sure. But I think a part of that is also like it has a good soundtrack, but the soundtrack first of all, there's not a lot of tracks. You hear a lot of repeat music. And then the music is kind of like drony and atmospheric, which I guess is cool in isolation, but when you're playing a game where your character moves so slow, like your character walks so slow in that game, and then, oh, I don't want to take... Well, luckily it's all still in new condition. Something fucked up with this mod where it messed up my, Brigandine uniforms. So I hope I never get into a situation where I have to repair them. It's depressing, sometimes somber, sometimes creepy, melancholy feel, or at least that's what I get, but that does speak to me. I think people who prefer Morrowind the most are definitely a specific kind of audience. Yes, I agree with that. It's definitely a veg out game for sure. Like, just kind of like, you know, sit back and like let yourself zone out in a very ethereal fantasy, high fantasy kind of experience. Lots of lore about religion and like deities being reincarnated and all that kind of shit, you know. And you know, some of it's cool, but it's not like the swashbuckling kind of fantasy fare that I like to get into. At least not what I've experienced of it yet. Alright, let's do some... Speaking of swashbuckling experiences, let's study this book. Oops. I'm gonna learn all the stuff about lockpicking. Oops. What's the odds of us getting partial AI NPCs in Elder Scrolls 6? People modding Skyrim have reactive AI NPCs are creepy and neat. I tried to use... Are you talking about like the in-world? I think it's a... So like, I think it came out a few weeks ago that Microsoft entered a deal with In-World Studios, the company that makes the most visibly prominent AI NPC voice acting engine. There's Replica and there's In-World. I've messed around with both of them. In-World is better than Replica, but I think Microsoft entered a partnership. Was it In-World or was it Replica? Hold on, let me check. Let me check on this. Microsoft In-World. Yes. Yeah, here it is. Microsoft is bringing AI characters to Xbox. Microsoft is partnering with In-World AI to create Xbox game development tools for generative AI characters, storylines, and more. So Microsoft is partnering with In-World AI to develop Xbox tools that will allow developers to create AI-powered characters, stories, and quests. The multi-year partnership will include an AI-designed co-pilot system that allows Xbox developers to use to create detailed scripts, dialogue trees, quest lines, and more. So I think with that partnership, and obviously Bethesda being a Microsoft studio now, it's kind of a bygone conclusion that this is going to be a big part of at least the development, the ongoing development of Elder Scrolls, if not incorporated into the actual game systems themselves, which could be cool. It could be cool. If there's one thing that Bethesda and Microsoft learned from Starfield, it's that they can't let themselves fall behind. They can't put out a game that feels dated anymore. Like, Starfield would have done a lot better if Cyberpunk hadn't been released, because Cyberpunk made that game feel very dated. So I think they're probably eager to put Bethesda role-playing games back on the cutting edge, the forefront of role-playing experiences, rather than an also-ran behind Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate 3. Which I'm of two minds of. Could be really cool. I think it'll be awesome as far as like how it feels when it comes out and you interact with it. but I also have a lot of personal trepidation about the usage of AI tools and whatnot. In addition to the fact that, like, what I played around with In-World, it was cool, but it didn't feel there yet. In-World's game engine didn't feel, their AI conversation toolkit, it was better than Replica's, but it still didn't quite feel, it felt like I was still talking to a terms of service bot. It was just like overly lawyerly, overly explanatory responses. Even when I was like, I was talking to like a robot in their like investigation game, and I was like, give me a short answer. I want a very short answer. And it was like, okay, I'll give you a short answer. And then it kept going on and on and on. I was like, okay. So, it's not there yet. That's gonna be crazy. Wait. Oh, okay, here we go. How many... Do I want to grab a... Maybe I'll grab a fighter's... We got a bet running that no one can survive a swarm of 50 bats. You want to prove them wrong? 50 bats? Hell yeah, let's do this. Awesome. I'm with you. Oh, we're doing meathead shit. We're doing meathead shit in the Fighters Guild. I'm with you. People are absolutely convinced that 50 is too many, but we're going to prove them wrong. You'll need this chest. Go to one of them shrines out in the middle of nowhere. The ones called Shrines of This or Monument of That. Open it up there. Do it anywhere else and the bet's off. Once they start showing up, the bats are just gonna attack you, so don't worry about the shrine attendant. I'm just gonna unleash a swarm of bats with some shrine attendant nearby? You just have to survive and come back here, alright? And no running away. We'll be watching. Wait, okay, so... Shrine of This or Monument of That. This is an insane quest. Why is the Fighters Guild doing this? Shrine of... Alright, well fuck it. Let's go to Shrine of... Let's go to Shrine of Dugrod. I'm waiting for the Starfield updates and DLC. I like it. I want to love it, but it's missing something. I feel the same way. It feels close, but I mean, I had fun playing it. I played it a lot, and what stopped me from playing it was I was in the middle of like the Crimson Fleet questline, which is good. It's awesome actually. But I encountered a hard progression locker, and I couldn't get around it. So my character was stuck on like the he was stuck on a space station, no way off of it. I used teleport to put myself back on a planet, but my starship was still connected to that spaceport, so I couldn't travel anywhere. It was just like a hard game over bug, you know? And I had to create a new character, and that really bummed me out. So like I stopped playing after that. But up until that point, I had a lot of fun. All the Elder Scrolls and Fallout games make me feel a certain way. They have their own charm. Starfield kinda feels bland. You hear Argrain Buckinghart's voice come from the wood siding of the chest. What? He has a speaker mic on that thing? Okay, this place is good. Don't go too far from the shrine. Open it when you're ready. I'm assuming this is the shrine itself. Hey, don't worry about what you're about to hear out here, okay? It's just standard Fighters Guild shit. We're getting up to nonsense over here. WWE should do like regular wrestling matches, but all the actors dress like superheroes. I feel like they've done something like that before in the past, but I might be mistaken. Okay, but only the really silly ones from the Golden Age Batman, Superman. No, they should do like superheroes that like the really lame ones. Don't do like Superman or Batman. Do like really lame superheroes that nobody like likes. You put the chest on the ground and open the lid. Apparitions of winged creatures start to swarm out, all trained to attack you. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh! Oh shit. The last bat dies and you hear Argade Bucketheart erupt into laughter. Alright, suckers, you saw it yourselves. Hand it here. Hey, Divok, I've got your share when you get back. Travel safe. The chest finally disappears in a puff of smoke. Hey, what? These fucking things are still coming after me, guys. What are you doing up there? Damn. Alright, that was crazy. Rothgaria is where I was. Mad Hatter versus Mr. Camera. Exactly. Exactly. That kind of shit. Or like Arcade from the X-Men versus wasn't there like a pimp? Didn't the Punisher have like a pimp supervillain that he used to fight? Not like regularly, but I think there was like a pimp in the Marvel like 70s era of Marvel comics. Cage match, I want it. I'm rips off his arm, man. I'm a real DC hero. You know what? That sounds like you're joking, Toaster, but knowing DC, I'm willing to believe that you're being completely legit about that. Marvel used to like, I don't know if they were making fun of DC at the time or if they were just on some other inside joke, but in the X-Men books or X-Factor books in the 90s, there used to be like a series of characters who all belonged to like the same family. But I mean, they were characters that were straight out of like one of your insane messages, Toaster. It was like the main guy, the first guy was called Number One Fan, and he was just some dude that had like fan blades all over him, and like he had like a vendetta. I forget who he had a vendetta against, but he had like a vendetta against someone, but like he ended up tripping over his own feet and like impaling himself on his own fan blade. And then like his son got revenge. His son was out to get revenge for the death of his father, and he was like a dinosaur oh Jesus, hold on a second. I have the vaguest of vague memories over this shit. Let me see if I could actually oh my god, okay, yeah. Number One Fan. Number One Fan was a villain from X-Factor and one of Marvel's more eccentric, obscure villains. Yeah, this dude. Number One Fan. It even says on his shirt, his hands are fan blades. That's what it was. His hands were fan blades. Rick sought to avenge his brother, Dick, who was killed during his crusade against mutant kind, sort of. Who was this guy? Oh, this was the dinosaur guy. So the dinosaur guy was the first guy. Carnivore was a villain from X-Factor and one of numerous lesser-known Marvel comic villains. Okay, so this was the first guy. Who, I mean, he looks more imposing than the other dude. But there was somebody that came after him. Oh, they don't have it. They don't have the person that came after this guy. Dimwits. They categorized him as dimwits. I wish they had the person that came after this dude on here. Who's under dimwits? Oh, this is just a general dimwit. It's just a wiki over general dimwits. That's weird. Anyways, this guy. This is like, these types of guys is what I'm talking about. This guy should be a wrestling character. #1 fan. I love him. I figured you would. It seemed like your kind of thing. Alright, let's get paid for this bat quest. Also, Chairface, the man with a chair for a face, he tried to use a giant laser to burn his name on the moon, but was stopped before he could finish, so now it's just Cha. That's the Tick, right? I was gonna, you know, before I finished reading that sentence, I was like, these sound like characters that would be on the Tick, but I think you're literally talking about a character from the Tick. Which was a show that was all about weirdo superhero characters. That's how we do it, buddy. Great work. I took the time to turn your share into something more useful than money. What? Bitch? A magical short shirt. Don't do that. Next time, just give me the fucking money, man. I'll turn it to something more useful myself. Oh, I maxed out on my... Okay, well... The Fighters Guild no longer has anything of value for me here. But where is the archaeology? Okay, they're straight this way. Yeah, I freaking love the Tick. I can only dream to make a villain half as great as the Terror. Did you watch the Amazon Prime live action? I never actually got around to watching that one. I used to love the shit out of that cartoon, though. The Fox Kids cartoon. Beep, 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 beep. This is a short shirt of featherweight. Oh, so does this give me like slow falling? Yep, slow falling. This is a leaping cloth amulet. Levitate. Oh, that's cool. The Gauntlet of Wizard's Fire. I have straps. I think I have the straps of something or other. I don't. I mean, I mean, I wouldn't have killed all those bats without it, but I don't want to take my armor off to figure out what it was. Challenger straps. That's what it is. Info. Oh, I never. No, that's what it was. I identified it because this bug with my armor happened before I realized what had happened. So I identified it, and then I took my armor off, I equipped it, and I couldn't put my armor back on. So then after I had already identified it, I knew what it did, I just reloaded an earlier save where I just straight equipped it without taking my armor off. So I didn't identify it after that, but I know what it does. Don't know why I felt the need to explain all of that, but... Buckler. Buckler of Far Silence. What is Far Silence? Okay. I guess I'll go back to She Dungeon. You know what sucks? I never figured out how to open that door. So I'm gonna have to go through the entire damn dungeon again. What? I'm not feeling well. What's the matter with me? You have contracted stomach rot. It is a permanent condition unless you're cured. Well, I don't know how I got that, but... Oh, it failed. I love that show. It's fantastic, and it's bullshit that it got canceled. The terror kills a famous superhero team, then notices he accidentally killed some kid's dad. So he walks up to the kid, takes his milkshake, and laughs about it. Just pure fucking evil. I love him. Who Dungeon? She Dungeon. I need to rewatch. I want to rewatch that cartoon. I need to watch the live action too. I think I saw like the first episode, but that was like a long ass time ago. Chill out, game. Just chilling until my magic restores. So I can try to get rid of this stomach rot. God damn it, are you kidding me? Alright, where's the temple? Alright, directly west. More to the west. There we go. Alright, you sons of bitches. Am I even a member of this temple? I think I am. Yeah, I'm a member of High Regard too. Holy shit. They love the hell out of me here. In fact, They love me here more than any of my other affiliations. So yeah, guys, I've got stomach rot. What? Good day to you, brother. Oh, or hadn't you heard, the council just voted you a new rank in the temple. And not just any title either, my friend, but the rank by which you have the right to use the temple's spellmaker. It's a terribly complicated but terribly useful apparatus. If you haven't used it before, at, say, the Mages Guild, you really ought to, now that you're a brother and able. Well, damn, alright. See, I told you, they fucking hold me in very high regard here. Hopefully, a high enough regard to cure my disease. There you go, cool. I must sleep for I have work. Good stream, good job. Hey, thank you for stopping by. Have a good rest of your night, and I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. I never figured out how to open that door. This whole ass map is open to me though, but I can't remember. Eat shit, guys. I have a shit ton of gold on me, so let me drop all of that. Hey, what's up, Suki? How you doing? Oh, hey, Galby. What's up? Let me see if I can remember my way. Oh shit, these guys are here. It's not this way. No, I think it's this way. can't see. Okay, so it's there, here. Oh, shit. Alright, just keep going down here. Believe this is the way. Man, the battle mages in their damn plate armor, their chain armor, all this heavy shit. Alright, where am I at here? Oh shit. Oops. Whew, these battle mages. Oh, I forgot to put anchor at the entrance, damn it. Shit, which way is this? Here we go. The fuck was that? We got someone trying to break through that door. You're not gonna do it, bud. I don't want to use a potion of healing yet. How are there always enemies nearby? It's really annoying. There's always enemies nearby. Do I have stamina potions at least? I guess not. Damn. I don't really believe this. There are enemies nearby. I mean, maybe there are right now, but sometimes I think it just throws that error, that message up, even if there aren't any enemies nearby. Oh shit. Oh shit. The fuck? Oh. I don't know how I'm supposed to get my stamina back then if I can't rest. Damn it. And it's still not gonna let me fucking rest. You know what? Fuck you. There we go. Get my fucking stamina back. Oh, I think this is it. Is this it? Oh, I'm not switching any of those fucking things. Whew. There we go. Hey, what's up, Skak Matt? Why would I help a complete stranger, especially one with your reputation? I mean, my reputation isn't bad, guy. We talked before. We had a good chat before, Scat Matt. Say, what strange motive, goddess, could compel an arrow to my beloved Lysandus's bare throat? Did he die there moored and blessed, or are my pretty birdies all turned to grey wings? Oh, doorway to my heart, shut up lest I sunder thee. I search the afterworld, the underworld, and the world between, and nowhere do I find the lightness of my son. Oh, madness, to thy breast I cling suckling. Okay. I think I got my answer there. I guess I gotta head back to Daggerfall. Alright, let's see if I can outrun these guards. Oh, it's choppy as all hell. There's one guy after me. Why is it so choppy? Man, it's like 3 frames per second. Ugh. I confess I doubted I would ever see you again. Your news that Nofaga is still among the living does my heart much good. Here's your amulet. Archer just died. Why did Archer just die? You've committed treason against the court. All I did was report on Nafalga. God damn it. You are respected. Now that's more like it. That's more like it. Instead of running from the guards like some common bandit. I am to be respected. I already did this. Why is this still in my fucking thing? Alright, I'm gonna call it for the night. I'm gonna call it for the night. I miss Genetic Memory Farm. I'm gonna have to get my multi-stream chat going again. Okay. Maybe I could start using my multi-stream chat. Alright, that's it for me tonight, though. I'll stream again tomorrow. I'll probably play Dave the Diver. I think I'm done. With Skull and Bones, to be honest. It's not that great. But Dave the Diver's fun, so enjoy watching that. Take it easy, everybody.